Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome for another League of Legends video. Today I will just make a quick little commentating thingy on myself playing Lulu here. Now, what I want to do for this video is just to talk about how I play Lulu right now and a bit of my thoughts on Lulu. So first up, this comes from a person who have close to 300-400 games on Lulu, I think. So I know a lot about her, right? That is ranked only, by the way. So I'm not gonna say that I'm incredibly good, but I know a few things here and there. And currently I do not like her as a support, because, well, I feel like she's more suited for the mid lane. First up, how do I think that they can change that? And pretty much if they just lower her scalings and increase, for example, the range on her Q, that would be amazing. Because, I mean, if you're a support, you do not really need amazing scalings. So I would say lower Pix's scaling as well. Pix's, pretty much every scaling can be reduced. I mean, I don't really know why you have scalings on the actual, on the movement speed utility. I don't know why they even added that to the game. It's a neat feature now that you can actually build some AP as a support, but it's not really as necessary as other things. Because the base damage is pretty much what makes a support nowadays, I think. So what we went for here was to try to push the wave early. With Lulu, you have a lot of pushing potential, and as a solution, you probably do not want to use your Q to push the wave as much, because you will need it when you're playing against a poke comp like this. Because if you do not have it up, or you spend it unnecessary, what happens is that, for example, Lulu can use her glitter lands, Nezreal can get off his Qs, and so forth. Now, the thing that I like about Lulu is the fact that her kit works the same way as, for example, Olaf did back in the days, and stuff like Vi when she was top lane. These are bad examples, of course, but basically, the concept is that as long as the enemy is behind the minion wave, you can get off hits. So what he wants to do is that, or when you're, for example, Lulu mid, what you want to do against Lulu mid is that you don't really want to play, you do not really want to play behind the minions, because if you do, she can push the wave as well as poking you all in one go. And for example, now I can push the lane whilst queuing my opponent, which is pretty decent in my opinion. Of course, I'll take a few farm here and there, but it's not going to be as much as the enemy will lose from farming under tower. Just recently, I was tanking a few turret shots, which was pretty bad, but of course, I just had this urge, like, I need to use my Spell Thief, I need to get the stacks on it. So that's pretty cool. Unnecessary damage, but I did not really think that it mattered. And there what I did was that I noticed that, okay, he Q'd me, I will not get away from this Q. So I decided to just go all in and try to get a few extra basic attacks off to even out the damage dealt. And as you can see here, we get overrumpled by Evelyn because this is Team Builder, and Team Builder has a problem. We have been trying it out a lot lately, and yeah, you have some issues with the actual champion picking, because there are so, like, no one wants to play bot lane. As a bot lane main, like, when I'm just like, okay, I want to play AD carry right now, and no one wants to play support. So you just sit there forever and it's like, ugh, fuck this. Then I switch over to support and was like, okay, fine, no one wants to play AD carry. It's insane. EU servers and bot lane, holy crap, no one wants that shit. But what Team Builder does is that it enables, like, it enables some retarded bans, in my opinion. It's really silly. So yeah, that's unfortunate. The only way that I see that I could fix that is, like, add like 1 or 2 bans, so that both teams, like, you can only find people who do not use any of these 2-3 champions. So that would be a nice feature, because I don't like, actually finding the matches is easy, but finding players is the hard part. Yeah. So, I think that would be a better way to do it. But anyway, as you're going to see here, right now, I kind of want to push the lane. Even though taking a bit of farm whilst doing it, it's a lot better than fighting under turret. And as you can see there, of course, right now, with the way Lulu works, is that you do not want to use your E aggressively. Because picks help, or help picks, I don't know which one it it's just its scalings and base stats are just so much better for the defensive use. And the only way that I would really want the health picks to be used this offensively is when you're chasing someone and you want to make sure that you will land your next Q, your next glitter lands on them. So right now we got the upper hand again, and of course since we're playing as an Evelyn, it's important that we maintain the pink that we placed in river. Of course I could place it outside the brush, but right now, yeah, I feel like having the pink inside the brush is a lot better for many obvious reasons. And of course, right now, Lucian is standing behind the minion wave. I do not want to second Q this because I can get a lot of, accidentally take a lot of the minions. So I do not want that. But what I want to do is to look for opportunities to Q him with just like glitter lands him off. And yeah, right now I know that we're gonna back, so it's okay for me to use health picks. Unfortunately, I cannot afford anything more than Ruby Crystal. I was thinking about backing and then I was reconsidering because I know that my pink can be destroyed. Do I want that? Not really. That's 100 gold. But how long time is it since I placed it? You can always calculate a bit, saying that a normal ward is up for 3 minutes, right? A normal ward costs 75 gold. Now, that means that technically, if you killed one ward with it, you gain 30 gold and an enemy loses 75 gold, right? Or value, if that is if you kill it like at the second it's placed, right? And the longer a ward is up, the less and less value it is to kill it, right? You will always get like the same amount, like 30 gold from killing it, but the ward will have less value, right? So if we are able to keep this up, for example, up to 10 minutes, then it's been a really good ward. It's been up for more than the duration that should, whilst keeping us safe from stuff like Evelyn. As well as of course giving us the knowledge that, okay, they have not warded that brush. So that is something that I find pretty important to note. Of course, we were lucky that they did not want to check it. People in the, like, I don't know, people in normals do not seem to ever want to check for wards. Sometimes it's good to just roam around with brushes to look for pinks. Because there are two brushes that are usually pinked, and that is the brush that I have my current pink in, and of course the brush that is Try. Try is warded so often. And personally, when you get this upper hand, you kind of want to continue to push. The pushing is just becoming more and more frequently pretty much, yeah, the strongest possible tactic right now. I don't know what the Lucian is up for. I thought that it might be some kind of play by Evelyn, but it turned. Like, I mean, we had a pink, so I didn't know where she would come from, unless she came all the way around through mid lane. Or through raids. So right now we want to ward deep, close to their blue, right? That is pretty essential when you're playing this aggressively. And just to note this, I kind of want they either need to change the glitter lance speed, because that way when you chase someone you can actually get off an extra glitter lance, not an extra glitter lance, but you can hit it even when the enemies are X amount of fast, when they have X amount of movement speed away from Pix or the dragon in this case. So this is an important word. I'm not really sure how I like that word placement. Sometimes you want it at the blue, but with the brush changes, I just felt like that was the safest option there. Try to get off an extra glitter lance, did not really get it, unfortunately. So we now see Evelyn on the map. We just decided to run. I was like, yeah, you know what? I will not have time to back there, but you will. I think that she could really have queued that one, but and stopped the recall, but oh well, she didn't, so that's fine. Anyway, we get out in safety and all is good. Now Tryndamere, oh, playing it aggressively on the top lane. So one of my problems with Lulu is that her mana costs are ridiculous. I mean, they are livable. I think they are definitely livable. They're not like insane. And of course, with the new support items, I think they work out. You have the two new support items work. I really like them. I like them a lot. So it's not as big of a problem, but it's annoying. Because when you're in the mid lane, the mana cost really is only like a huge problem in the 1 or 2 first backs. After that, you don't really have to care about mana. Whilst in bot lane, I feel like it's, or as a support, I feel like it's for a lot longer duration an issue for you. So that, yeah. Right now, I might want to push the lane, throw a few Qs into this just to prevent them from really getting up to third, but I know that my AD carry is going to be back soon, so I don't think I will do that. Right now, I'm really like, oh shit, he's going to try to take out this pink, so I just show my dominance. I know that my Ezreal is nearby, so I'm like, I don't know, I can be scary. I am the scary one. I am the one who knocks. So drive them away there. I don't know, they could have played that a lot more aggressively, because if they got to really initiate on me before Ezreal really got there, that could have been really great for us. So we were about to do Drake here, but Drake was taken, so that was unfortunate. They were able to sneak it, so that was interesting. So right now they are really scared. Even though we're not that far ahead when it comes to kills, we have gotten the clear superiority through farm, which really makes the big difference, because when you're consistently pushing, there's something that's going to happen, that is the farm. Either team is going to fall far short in farm. Here, just tell my Ezreal, go all in, I will back you up, I have my ultimate. That wasn't a necessary ultimate from my side, but yeah, I just felt like I wanted to be safe. But that is pretty much the thing that I really like about Lulu. When you play her together with someone like Ezreal, which is currently, I think, my favorite matchup to play with. Oh, that was unfortunate. But yeah, I feel like Ezreal just works really well with Lulu right now, because his kit, when he initiates, you can of course pop your ultimate and get a knock-up on 1 to 2 people. Having a 1 to 2 people knock-up is pretty much an AoE CC, which is really nice. It's something that not every botlane have. I don't know, I really do enjoy that. Having stuff like, of course, the polymorph is really great for peeling off AD carries or initiates. So yeah, overall I feel like even though Lulu is a lot weaker right now, if you're able to keep up with a poke and look for initiate possibilities, she's a really versatile support. So this thrash has been unfortunate with the Zooks. Let's just leave it at that. So that is the laning phase. I don't really know how I do after the laning phase. But yeah, that was pretty much my discussion around the laning phase, and I hope that you liked that. Of course, this is not a great gameplay. I would never, ever, ever tell someone to learn from my gameplay. Just dully note that. Never learn from my gameplay, just learn from my mistakes, yeah? Yeah. I think that is the better thing to say here. Right now, Evelyn picks off my pink, unfortunately. But that pink lived for a long time. Remember that, guys. Pinks is amazing. That is pretty much many times, if you have the pressure in your lane, you can have so much potential to stuff that you can do with the lane. You can have a lot of fun, you can get a lot of free vision, and yeah, Clash of Clans just finished. So while I go to check out my gold mine and upgrade it, I will go raid some villages. I'll see you guys in my next episode. Thank you for watching.